Welcome in, folks. We are going to do a little community night stream doing some hauling for Delta's colonies. So we've got some Raven Colonial builds. Those are in Discord. We're working on the Sol Chemical Foundry and Ono Estates, both of them on Body 3 in Delta's system, which is that one. SINUFA YR-D C15-8. So let's get cracking and see what we can accomplish. Also, welcome in. Looks like I've got P. Burns in chat and Crispy. Welcome in, guys. Oh, what happened to the tunes? Of course they're loading. Can't be smooth. I know we need steel, and that seems like as good a place as any to start. So I'm going to check Fairhaven, and I believe it's available up there. I am a little out of practice. And let me know if the audio is good, guys. I've made a few adjustments, so it may not be dead on. And that is Radio Raxley you're hearing in the background. Assuming everything's working as intended. Really gonna make me hit the escape vector first. Dirty dog. Hey, thanks for the sub. Though admittedly, I can't see who it was. Oh, Streamlabs isn't open. I should fix that. Slacking, guys. Slacking hard. Hey, welcome in, Delta. And Gunboat. Hey, no worries, Delta. More than happy to jump in and provide a collecting point for folks that want to come out and support. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I saw you popped into Elite there for just a moment. Honestly, it's not terrible playing Elite with a controller if you've got a spare laptop laying around and you want to get your fix while you're laid up. That would be a great way to go. Oh, I feel rusty. All around rusty. Need to get back to the streaming thing. Yeah, I checked the squad apps earlier. Looks like pretty much everything is current. I deleted some expired ones. I didn't see much else going on. I did jump in and throw up a bulletin board for Halo. That way he'd get the memo. Unfortunately, not until this morning. It's been a hell of a week for me. I've been straight 12s all week, getting rained on. Had a guy come through last week, Thursday, doing his shadow day before he even got to, academy and stuff. And I said, well, if you survive today, you'll be set, because this is not the time to start doing this job. Oh, Fuel Rats put out a short, did they? I honestly still haven't drilled, so. And I haven't been playing, so it's not like I've been out going on runs or anything. I do enjoy that we get some content up, get the awareness out. It's amazing how many, like, first-time players come through, especially when we've got, like, a Game Pass or something going on when Elite's available. So many new commanders that run out of fuel and somehow manage to find the fuel rats. Give us a yell. OBS, it would make me very happy if you would just stay connected. Yeah, it's been a rough week. Not, like, rough, just tiring, honestly. Like, by the time I get home, I don't have the energy to do much other than shower, go to bed, and prepare to do it all again, so I haven't even really been gaming much. Trying to catch streams when I can. Hello, Fairhaven. Well, tough's a relative thing, right? I mean, I would argue you've had a much harder week than me. I need to change my my banner. I've still got a Torvald banner and my Clipper. Well, get back in it, Gunboat. Come on in, the water's fine. Tonight's a good night for that. We're just doing some lazy cargo hauling. Look at your kidney in the natural light. Well, as long as you have a better outcome than I did with natural light, kidneys are kind of a limited commodity. Definitely want to make sure the delivery makes it safely. There's no DoorDash in another one. Oh, I guess, in a way, I guess there is. Yeah, no, Pev is right. It's a great time to be an Elite. I was showing off the Nomad earlier to my roommate upstairs and player. Well, he's a really intermittent gamer these days, but yeah, that's the way life is sometimes. That thing is absolutely the bee's knees, though. I cannot wait to get out and do like some proper exobio with it. Yeah, honestly, it really is. It's wonderful for community. Danny boy, welcome in. And I apologize if I missed some chats. I'm going to be bouncing around a lot between like the Raven Colonial build trackers and stuff. So I've got windows over windows. 3 screens just are not enough. I have been craving a little VR life, though. First things first, let's get rid of that Torvald banner. Put a proper one in. Actually, I might have to buy those. I can't remember. Is the audio good? Can you guys like hear the tunes in the game and me and everything in reasonable balance? Because I decided today we were going to have some background music because it's fun. Danny boy, you missed it. I just cut about 2 inches off of this thing because it's summer, and I was just dying. I would love to see it in a different color. Unfortunately, this is the color I got stuck with by the time I grew it out, so it is what it is. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the report, Peviv. And for anybody wondering, that is Radio Raxler you're hearing. It's a YouTube channel that does rights-free music for streamers and YouTubers. And it's all, I'm sure it's all like AI generated, but it's Elite-centric music. It's actually a pretty cool little spot to check out. Yeah, I trimmed it up, 1, because it's hot, and 2, because I'm kind of thinking about getting back in the game here and seeing if I can find myself a Mrs. Murdoch. Okay, I did buy that Power Play bobblehead. That sucks. What am I going to replace it with? Does it not put the things you own at the top anymore? That's annoying. Is that a sort feature? Please tell me it's a sort feature. Yeah, it's not. God, Why would they do that? Oh, no, it is, because I bought all these letter packs. Oh, you know what? Let's throw a Delta up on the dash. That's fun, right? Do I have enough space for that? I think I do. Not in those goofy ones. Give me the cool holographic ones. Yeah, these ones. Oh, I'm doing this with the mouse. That's awful. I gotcha, Pebiv. I'm gonna start with steel and work my way down to the less. I mean, after that, it looks like it's really bits and pieces. If I ever, actually get moving. I'm gonna pull a Delta and spend a few minutes here just goofing off. Somebody's got to carry. There we go. Alright, let's buy some steel. Delta's kidney has entered the chat. Oh, I love it. I'm gonna warn you, Pebiv. I've never actually used Raven. Like I'm familiar that it's there and I know what it does, but I've never used it, so I may very well screw up on the delivery tracking, but we'll see how it goes. Hunt, welcome in. Hope you're doing as well as your better half. Oh, come on, it split the name up. All that space in the dash of a Panther Clipper and I can't fit Delta across it? That's offensive. Hit. I don't see a card button. Let's see here. Maybe if I add myself as a commander first. Okay, yep, now I got it. Okay, and that gives me the where to buy and everything. So does it track the delivery automatically, or do I need to somehow tell it I've delivered things? I'm fairly annoyed that it wouldn't fit in there. Alright, and I'm working on, what, Sol? Yeah, Sol Chemical. Hunt, you need to get a system down, brother. I mean, no rush, obviously, you're, Oh, yeah, I don't have SRV Survey. That's the one third-party tool I don't use. But, no rush, Hunt. But, we could be hauling for you tonight also, if you weren't such a slacker. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Pebiv, is I'll just make deliveries based on what's showing on the web tracker. And whenever you land, I'll let it update, because I don't have it in there. Oh, no rush, Hunt. No rush, man. You by all means, recover. 29 light seconds is a longer trip than it seems. Yeah, I am super stoked now with the Nomad, though. Like, I cannot wait for this fall expedition thing. That's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, I missed your comment there, Delta. Yeah, Mrs. Murdoch. That would be nice. Everyone around me seems to be moving in that direction and very much enjoying their time, and it's spurred me to stop being such a hermit. Well, hermit's not the right word. I like my peace, and I need to find... Oh, Delta's roasting Hunt. I love it. And welcome in, Dark Matter. Thanks for joining us. Man, this is crowded already. Apparently I need to stream more. I definitely need to get some more SnowRunner content up too. The SnowRunner video crowd has been very patient. Might try and do one of those later. And I apologize if I drop out of nowhere. It is raining cats and dogs still off and on. We haven't had any like power flickers or anything, but and we're pretty solid here, but you never know. Oh, dude, don't even... I feel that statement in my soul because I am clueless. Like, I don't do social media other than YouTube. And let's be honest, working 60 hours a week, where are you supposed to meet somebody other than where you work? I'm sure it's going to be a hot mess, but, you know, I'm not in any rush. It'll happen when it happens. I find that is the best way to do it anyways. Every time you go looking for something, you always find the wrong thing, but if you let the something find you, you're usually in better shape. So that's the loose plan. I will put it out there and see what happens. I'm also really annoyed that these planetary settlements only have a single large landing pad. That is gonna make this interesting. I was trying to get the screenshot for the thumbnail, and I spent like 10 minutes waiting on a Type 7 to just get out of my way. And it wasn't even a useful hauling ship, it was a Type 7. Live worms do work well. You're not wrong, sir. I was out fishing with one of my coworkers because she wanted to go out fishing. Friends, coworkers, that's not going anywhere. But like does it on her own without anybody else's input. And we went out and did some fishing. I threw out a spinnerbait with like an 06 hook. It was massive. And I pulled in a bluegill that was like maybe that long. I don't even... Like, it had to have, like, caught the hook just right, because the hoop of the hook wouldn't even fit in his mouth. Well, Danny, we do lots of community build nights. If you would like to jump in and join our group, or join our squadron even, but you don't have to. Like, we've got plenty of people that just hang out in the Discord and that kind of thing. There's the Discord and the squadron info. Assuming Streamlabs is awake. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. No worries. Like, we've got other people in their own squadrons too. I mean, we've got an odd collection of folks. But yeah, if you need help building, throw it in the shut up, Will. Throw it in the that's my roommate, for those of you that don't know, and he is blissfully happy, so you're number one, buddy. Love you. If you need help, throw up the builds in the Discord and we will absolutely come up. Never mind. Welcome in, sir. Yeah, I saw you guys were in there. I just didn't pop in because I was over here doing this thing. So, yeah, when's the Delta Hunt fishing live stream? Because I think we're all waiting on that. Oh, what are we doing? Okay. Listen here, Panther Clipper. I don't know what you're doing, but you're not landing efficiently. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, come on. Get rid of that. Rude. How am I supposed to... How is that rude? I didn't recognize your alternate YouTube username. I know your Discord name. What is happening here? The gravity is not that high. Okay, I'm gonna let the auto land handle this, because clearly I'm not doing very well. Is this the same? I think this is, yeah. This is the same planet we had trouble on before. Oh, I got you. You know you can change that, right? In your YouTube settings, you can go in and change your @display name to whatever you want. I mean, it's 0.88 Gs. It's not... Well, I guess by elite standards, maybe it is a little high. It doesn't sound successful, and 8% shield argues that maybe it's not all that in the repair bills. Killing me. Alright, 826 on the steel. So I'll grab that. And top it off with whatever else is on the tracker, I guess. Yes, you can change your @display name. And it is separate from your, like, tied email and stuff. Yeah, no, I agree, Pebiv. I'm loving the whole not having to haul stuff across with a fleet carrier. Not that that's bad, it's just... It's also nice to run between a couple stations. It feels a lot more like you're doing a delivery and not just shuffling stuff around. I haven't looked to see who else is on today. Well, we got a couple people hanging out. Bunch of solo players. I wish OBS would stop dropping connection, because it covers my chat. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think he has the auto shoutouts turned on Gunboat. Unless, well, everyone that has him shouted out would have to change theirs, I guess. Yeah, because remember I changed my handle and it broke your original shoutout link. We had to make a new one. For me on your channel. So yeah, it doesn't come without consequences, but you can change it. And if you're doing it as a content creator, the sooner is the better. Before you get everything branded and dug in and... Does it keep track of that? I'm not... Oh yeah, I guess it does include caps. That's pretty tight. I should stream with this Radio Raxilon more often. I'm really digging having some background music. Might have gone a little heavy on the throttle there. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Really, I just wanted to get out of the gravity well. Crap, now I don't remember what I needed. It was 8 something. 828 steel, maybe? Gotcha, Gunboat, no worries. Oh, I can manually choose a commodity and a quantity. So I delivered 12, 12, in steel. Yeah, it was only about a trip and a half. I did sew my expanded cargo racks on here off my miner because I wanted to run a shield just in case. So I was trying to keep my total capacity over 1200. I really need to pay attention to the community events and try and get some more of those cargo racks because, man, those are nice. They kind of just live on my T11, but... Oh, Merc coins. Oh, can you engineer cargo racks now with that new currency? Because that would give me a whole lot of incentive to get some ground stuff done. If I can earn operations credits and buy the pre-engineered cargo racks, I'm down. I am down to clown. Oh, good to know. Well, maybe good to know. That might be really bad to know. I definitely want to get some ground combat stuff done and participate in operations. I haven't done that yet. I kind of popped in, grabbed the Nobad, and gave it a little swizzle stick love, and then went right back to not playing for a minute. Alright, I am gonna mostly finish out the metals here, so let's see. I will. It is 820, yep, 826, 56 copper. And then 1170 aluminum. Take what I can. 330. So, let's set this up. Not steel. Let's do aluminum. And I've got 330 on board. Copper. 56 on board. And steel. 826 on board. Boom. Oh, I like that. I'm going to have to start using Raven. I can't believe I have not doing that. I mean, part of it is because I don't use SRV Survey, but just the build tracking on even the web interface is great. And it's fairly intuitive. Like, it's not taking a whole lot of effort to pick it up and use it. Yeah, I've just never used it. I've used ED Copilot. It's got a fairly comprehensive build tracker, but it only tracks the last settlement you docked at, so it doesn't matter if you own the construction or not. As long as you dock there, it'll track what needs delivered and, you know, help you locate it and stuff. It's really useful in VR, but I don't use it as much in flat screen. Honestly, there's a lot of features of SRV Survey I should use. Yep, I might have to get another one. Oh, that reminds me, I should probably kick on Market Connector. Come on, wake up. Yeah, the ability to put multiple builds in is the thing that really kind of appeals to me. I mean, it's easy enough with ED Copilot because you just land on whatever you're working on, and you're not usually working on more than one build at a particular moment in time, but it's still nice to have the ability to have them in there and kind of plan out your system, especially if you're working on a bigger one. Like my alt's got a 40 or 50 slot system I'm working on a little here and there. Yeah, for sure, I'd be down with that. Oh, I've got lots of friends. Can't you tell? Just because I haven't been SnowRunnering. Speaking of, you guys want to do some SnowRunner later tonight? I'd be down for that. Hey, welcome in, Delta.
Hello, hello.
Ah, you're sounding quite well.
I've had stronger weeks.
As long as you don't have weaker ones, you're on a good track.
That's right. Sorry if I make involuntary noises. My bad.
Oh, you are 100%. You get a free pass, brother.
Thanks, man. How's it going?
Oh, just, wrecking my Panther.
With the family. Let's see. I'm in the system, finally. Looking at the construction sites. It looks like there's 2 active construction sites, is that right?
That's right. We've got Sol Chemical Foundry and Ono Estates, both of them on Body 3.
Okay, they both still, okay, the food, what's this one?
I can't believe you're playing, dude.
I'm not really playing, I'm just kind of sitting here. I can't be not super far from being done. It's got a lot of little odds and ends, which is annoying.
Yeah, I figure I'll knock a lot of those out here pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I've about got the metals done.
And then it looks like, oh, what's this one? What's it called? Ono Estate. This must be like a port. Yeah, this must be.
Yeah, I think so.
Port.
Joystick gremlins about got me. We are not in the bubble proper. We're about 1,000 light years outside of it. Making our own little bubble, the Squadron.
Yeah, I haven't actually looked at it in a little while.
I haven't either.
I'm sure people have been busy.
Get on the ground here. I'll pop it up in colonization mode and see what it looks like. I really need to get rid of this joystick. It keeps trying to kill me.
Growing.
That doesn't shock me.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
We've got a pretty active
quite a
group.
few systems. Yeah, Andy had these, and then we've got Son Goku doing stuff. And Dark Matter, of course, has a system going. Dark Matter has it's got an active construction. I don't think it's got a time limit, though, which is good.
If anybody else is, in need of dire help quickly, I didn't even think to look.
Yeah, I'm looking around right now. I got Vant Drav. I'm not sure who that is. Doesn't look like they have a dire need. Captain Calico Jack, who's that guy? Sorry.
He's been lost to the operations dark hole there for sure. Dude, they've both been having a good time with it. It looks like
with the operations. Yeah, I really am excited to jump back into it. It's given me the desire to unlock on-foot engineers, which is something I never thought I would do. So, let's see.
That is a whole. Okay, what? I gotta remember which keybind is my cargo scoop. That was night vision.
Well, Danny, if you want, I mean, we set up bubble ferries with carriers as well. We got a few. Some of us have our own personal carriers, and we have a squadron carrier, which we're happy to ferry people in as well.
I offer no excuses to Danny. He's a fuel rat. He should have an equipped long-distance ship ready to go. 9 jumps, sir. It's 9 jumps from Jameson back out to here. Although, to be fair, a hauler's not gonna make that trip the same way. I would absolutely carrier my
true.
Panther. Yeah, I'm not. I did fly it one time. It's like in my hauling configuration. It's like 35 jumps on a Panther.
Danny, I didn't realize you were a fuel rat. Never mind. I'm talking to a vet. I'm just a plebe in comparison.
He's a full rat. He's got a tail and everything.
You gotta get your certification, dude.
I do need to drill. I'm not active enough to bother with it right now. And that sounds horrible, but
That's understandable. Yeah, you don't have to be in the squadron to be part of this thing. It's more centered around the YouTube stuff, I guess. So, you know, anybody and everybody are welcome. Even if you do want help, you don't want help, it's just a, you know, fun little community to.
I mean, realistically, the Discord just collects people, because like I said, we've got people from several different, you know, squadrons in here, and they don't all play in our group, but they play in the private group, and they hang out in the Discord, and we all have a good time.
Yeah, we had like a couple of Tharagoid days where people from multiple squadrons came in and hung out. It was a lot of fun.
Dude, that was a blast. I had never, like, you know, I had never really gotten into the Thargoid hunting, and that was so much fun. I want to definitely do that in VR sometime.
That was honestly scratching the surface. It gets better.
Yeah, I figured we were just barely in there. Hey, Lur's here. Welcome in, sir. We're just stacking up rats over here.
Nice. Got 10 people watching. Get that like button, guys. Helpful.
A whole 10? Get out.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
I was
Well, I
surprised.
appreciate you guys setting this up. It was very kind of you guys to keep this moving while I'm on sabbatical, shall we say.
Sir, you have done nothing but wondrous things for this community. I speak for everyone when I say we are more than happy to show some support.
Well, I do appreciate it. It's very kind. Already did Delta. Too slow on the likes and subscribes. No, my slimy YouTube ass didn't get to it fast enough. Damn.
To be fair, I always forget until the very end.
It's always good to try to throw that reminder in the beginning, but I always forget to, and I've been doing it for years, so. Okay.
Let's see if I can get out of this gravity well and not overshoot this time. That would be glorious. Oh yeah, like butter.
So you're doing steel right now?
I have knocked out steel. I am grabbing the last of the aluminum now.
Which port are you doing?
I'm working on Soul Chemical and picking up at Fairhaven, which I'm about to smack into, and I'm just going to watch it happen.
Love it.
Oh, did it get me? Oh, no way. Hyper braking at a...
Oh, beautiful.
Well, I didn't have Super Cruise Assist on, and I thought I did. And by the time I turned it on, I thought for sure I was going to blow past it, but...
Oh, that was actually more impressive than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a good way to go.
So, question for the people who are in here who would potentially be helping out. If you look at the system map when you get a chance, Murdoch, there's a water world that has a couple of installations on it. It's got Pluto's potato-powered port, and then Watt City, which we'll rename at some point. But there's a third spot that I'm gonna put. Yeah, you're about to hover over it. It's the water world. Yeah. There's a third spot that I could put either a T2 or a T3. I was thinking about doing a T3 because this is kind of like the central system. It would be nice to have like a bigger...
I would throw a T3 in there. I mean, it's not going to have a timer on it, right? So we can just kind of chip away at it, and it'll eventually get built.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking.
It won't be like mine that we mad dashed for.
Oh my god.
Never again. I will never put down another TP as a primary. That was insane.
Yeah, I learned that lesson the first time when colonization first for the first one. Whoops. Big whoops.
I got like cocky because I put down that asteroid port in the old LBN 623 bubble we started. And it wasn't terrible to knock out by myself. And I thought, what's a tier 3 over a tier 2? Well, a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. A T3 would be an impressive centrifugation system. I agree.
I do.
I like that we have fair ports for the spaceports. We need to rename the one other spaceport. And Pluto's potato-powered port is just incredible.
I love that. Welcome in, Ghosty. I didn't know colonization wasn't working.
Neither did I.
Did we lose it somewhere in the operations update? I've been playing so little, I'm just not up on the bugs that we went through. I'm sure they were many, though.
Yeah, I popped into operations briefly. I think you were there, Berta. PEBIV reports that it's doing well now.
Well, part of
So that's
not going great for you is you were in the wrong ship.
Oh, that's true. There was, in true elite fashion, there was very little hand-holding on how to do an operation.
Yeah, and
So you
that
just-
tracks.
Which I thought was kind of dumb, given what they're trying to do with operations, making it more of that sort of like lobby-friendly, people can jump in and play for a few minutes, but
Yeah, I was really hoping for more of what it felt like they were trying to do.
yeah. Stuff wasn't deploying during the Thursday server test. Ooh, that's interesting, Ghost of Elysia.
Though not at all surprising.
But I mean, it's one of those things. Colonization, the immediate payoff doesn't really matter all that much. At least I don't think so,
No.
personally. So it's like it'll get to it once. It'll take over eventually. It's too big a feature and too popular a feature for them to ignore for too long.
If this Raven webpage is changing my life, I'm going to have to put in SRV survey and let it automatically do it. But even manually adding in my deliveries, it's wonderful.
SRV survey.
Yeah, it's another third-party app, but it automatically reports your deliveries to Raven Colonial, so you can go into Raven, add builds. Like, if you click on the links in Discord where I posted your builds with the stream announcement, it's got all the things you need, and then you can manually go in and say, okay, I'm delivering X, Y, and Z in these quantities. But if you're running SRV survey and you've got it linked up, it'll automatically take the deliveries off the webpage and everybody can track it together.
How does it, like, let's say you're looking at that website or Raven survey. Let me look up Soul Chemical, for example. Does it update for me?
It'll update for everyone viewing the webpage, I assume. Pebiv, is it updating on your end? Or Danny? Somebody that's way more familiar. We need answers.
What are you dropping to Soul next? Are you going to Soul next?
I just picked up locks, surface stabilizers, and most of the rest of the aluminum. So if you clicked on the link and you got 308 showing needed for aluminum, it updated when I did the click. Nothing. I just selected that I took aluminum on, and that should be the right remainder. So when I delivered things, it updated the link you're looking at. That's so cool.
So there's 308 remaining.
Yep.
So are you doing that right now?
No, what I'm doing is when I buy something, I'm going ahead and marking it delivered. That way nobody doubles up that's watching the tracker.
I see.
Rather than waiting for delivery.
But I could go and it would just screw everybody over.
It would if you didn't actually deliver it, yeah.
Right, exactly. So, that's interesting.
But if you're running SRV survey, when you drop it off, it'll tally it out, which is great.
But it doesn't actually ping the game server and look at the station itself.
No, I believe it all.
Journal.
Yeah, and do you have to set them up automatically, or that like gets pulled from Inara, or do you have to manually enter the construction details? Because that I don't know. Pebiv shot me these links because I've not used Raven, but
Danny says that's the way it works. It updates every time I land for everyone, says Pebiv. Check on those states. Okay, let me take a look at those states.
The type of construction and what tier it is and stuff, and then it pulls the build requirements or something. Because I know that used to be a little more random, and it seems like they've kind of got fixed numbers now.
Because what would be nice is like every time a commander lands there, like kind of EDSY or whatever, it'll ping the station and be like, oh, it needs this many commodities left, and it updates on Ravens. That would be kind of cool.
The only downside, as far as I know, to Raven is it does make you put in like an email, and I know some people are a little privacy minded about stuff like that, but
They're tracking. Oh god.
I mean, we share the opinion on that, right? Our faces are out here on YouTube. We're already being tracked.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've given up.
I work for the government. They know everything they need to know.
I assume my social security number's on the dark web.
Oh, no, you don't. We're not doing that today.
Alright, I am getting a little tired, so I'm gonna sign off voice, but I will jump into text chat off and on here.
No worries, brother. Like I said, rest up, recover,
Yeah,
and
gotta
make sure
listen to the body.
make sure you thank Delta Wife for taking such good care of you.
Oh, I certainly will. She's right outside taking care of the kids right now. It's the first thing I'm gonna do.
Absolute legend.
All right, thank you guys. I really appreciate it, you guys.
Oh, that's cool. So if I had SRV survey on and I docked, it would just import the needs. That's really cool. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check that out in the future. That's tight. There's so many things, like right now, in Elite's super active right now. And I kind of like it. I wish I had more time to play. Because you've got, like, the Nomad and stuff that's making exploration fun again. You've got Operations that's, you know, coming in with new content on the ground. There's just so many directions to go in. And so little time. I need to get that expedition planned out more. I know for sure we're going to be stopping by at least one green gas giant. And there is also a helium gas giant we can visit on the way down to Sanguinius Rim, which is kind of where I plan on it being. We're going to shoot for 2 months, so 8 weeks, 8 waypoints-ish, starting out in the Delta Squadron. But I need to go hunt down some good POIs, which isn't hard, I just haven't sat down and done it. Yeah, I'm stoked, I cannot wait. I appreciate the support there, Danny. I'm kind of gearing it towards newer players, so just be warned of that. We had quite a few people in our group that were interested in, like, Distant Worlds 3, but didn't want to commit to that kind of time sink and that kind of distance. Yeah, no, it's not good. We're going to be closer to home. And now that the Caspian's out for credits, anybody can be back in the bubble in an hour. Less. Probably much less than an hour, honestly. And that's kind of my goal. I want to stay probably within 10 or 15,000 light years, just to make it easy for people to travel back. Because, you know, the only problem with being out in the black is you get community goals popping up, and then, you know, you've got to make the decision. Am I really going to spend 4 hours jumping back to the bubble on the Neutron Highway? On EDSM's expedition tracker, though. You only need 10 participants to list an expedition there, and I'm certain I've got that much interest at least. But it's also going to be way smaller than Distant Worlds 3. I'm expecting probably 30 or so participants of varying activity levels. But it's just to get new people out there, you know, give the newer players and do some exploration and, you know, learn some of the stranger stuff, like the Stellar Forge mechanics that generate green gas giants, and where you find crystalline shards and all that fun stuff that you don't really get to do in the bubble. And honestly, until you've got a wild hair up your ass and go out in the black on your own, you're not going to find it. So that's kind of the goal. Kind of a newbie-friendly expedition. I have a lot of faith in the autodock and everything but the Panther Clipper. I feel like it runs into the ground a lot. Yeah, Pebiv, I found a ton of shards on Distant Worlds 3. I hit a helium-rich voxel and racked up like 10 or 11 different crystalline shard sites. All relatively close together. Let's see. I want to say it was right in here. One of these bookmarks has got to be it. Maybe not. It says I haven't visited that. Did I bookmark it? I really need to clean up my bookmarks. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I did bookmark it. Yeah, so the voxel that system is in was a helium-rich one. It was a low helium-rich. It was 29 to, like, 30. I still hit a ton of crystalline shards. Honestly, Ghost, I think it's mostly to do with this particular ship, the Panther. And loaded seems to make a difference. I don't know that the game actually tracks like your loaded mass in relation to the physics. But I also don't know that it doesn't. I just know whenever I try to land on this specific planet, I have a rough time. Honestly, I'm digging the music. It's taken a lot of the pressure off feeling like I need to talk all the time. And for anybody who's ever done any streaming, oh, this is the price I pay for not playing enough recently and for getting keybund. I feel like that cooldown was more than 10 seconds, but who am I to judge? I don't know why it forces you to align with the escape vector, if it will immediately let you adjust back to your original course. Like, if I'm required to face the escape vector, I should be required to exit the gravitational pull before I can adjust. Or just let me point at what I'm going to and do my thing. No, I wasn't dropping too close. I meant to hit SCO, and it's on the X56 throttle. You've got two finger buttons on the back of the grip, and one of them is set to frame shift toggle, and the other one is boost. So I just hit the wrong one. This is Radio Raxla, which is a music provider on YouTube. They do copyright-free music. It's all kind of Elite Dangerous themed. And they put it up for streamers and YouTubers and Twitch and stuff like that. And it's kind of a mix. Synthwave, retrowave, city pop, chillwave, lo-fi, ambient, electronic. I will throw the link to them in here, actually. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I've had it. It sits in my credits on my stream software when I set things up, because sometimes I was going to use it, and I just never have. But I saw it sitting there today, and I went to delete it, and I'm like, this music today sounds cool. I'm down with that. Very much appreciated, though. Like, I love that there's people out there providing rights-free stuff for streamers, because it's nice to kind of screw with your monetization or get you copyright strikes and stuff. And I'm sure most of it's AI generated, but I don't care. It makes good background music. Hey, Devanti, welcome in. I love it. Yeah, we had some people that wanted to do some hauling, show some appreciation, so I said, yeah, I can get on board with that. Let's go out and show some love. Apparently we're getting some jazz now. This feels like the beginnings of a strange lo-fi session. Bordering on hip-hop, but what is lo-fi if not slowed down hip-hop? Hey, look! Fuel Rat's banner. It depends. Normally, like if I'm bulk hauling to load a fleet carrier or something, I do run shieldless. But out here, like we're so far out from the bubble, none of our systems have very high security yet. So I've made a point of running almost like an open safe trader build. So I am rocking the shields today, but I still managed to squeeze a little over 1,200 cargo out of it. Cowboy Bebop. You know what? I can feel that vibe. I can absolutely feel that vibe. Also, Wayback Machine. I have not seen or heard anything about Cowboy Bebop in literal years. It is hilarious. Alright, what do I need here? I need some more aluminum. How much? 308. I'll get that one first. I know this scales logarithmically the longer you hold the button down, but I wish it were more predictable. Alright, what else can we get? We can get evacuation shelters. Need 42 of those. Survival equipment, I don't think is going to be here. No. What else? Do polymers. 218 of those. Yeah, honestly, if I could just type in a number, that would be great. Especially when you're, like, setting up fleet carrier orders. Vectors, need 28. Ooh. Got a little rambunctious there. And 28 superconductors. How you like that? I landed right on the number and then I screwed it up. No insulating membranes. Ceramic composites. That's going to be a ground station. I've got all the metals. We don't need any minerals. What about tech? Structural regulators. We need some of those. Oh, we need more of those than I can carry. That's what I like to see. Alright, give me just a minute here. Yeah, I wondered when you popped in how long you were going to last there. No worries, brother. We will be here. Tell you what, I will make the commitment to try and get at least one weekly Elite stream in until you're back in the saddle. How's that? Evacuation shelters. 2. Polymers. 218. 28 on both conductors. 8. 8. Alright. Shelters, those 3. Aluminum. I love that it divides the resources exactly the way the game does. It makes it so much easier to see if you've got what you need in there. I thought I bought something else. I did. I bought technology. Why is it not showing how much of that I have in my hold? Let's back out and go back in. That is so weird. Yeah, right there. 117 structural regulators. Well, screw you guys. I'm going home. There we go. Gotcha. That still doesn't add up to 1,200. Where's the rest of my cargo at? Am I holding on to stuff I shouldn't be? Yep, that looks right to me. Ah, well. We'll go deliver it, see what happens. I will absolutely do one a week, just to keep the community busy. It's not that big a deal, man. Oh, if I found a GGG before Arcanic, I would legitimately feel bad. Oof. Hard reboots. We call that the 1990 shutdown. Ah, I got you, Pebiv, thanks. Trouser Jazz. Welcome in, Comfort Snail. My favorite galactic gastropod. Honestly, I said that half as a joke, because I don't believe for a second Arcanic would actually take the coordinates. He definitely wants to find one organically. But if I did find one, I would probably let him map it. Why not? I'm not hunting for green gas giants, I'm hunting for helium gas giants. Someday. Someday I'm hunting for them. Clearly not playing enough to hunt them with any regularity. Certainly not with the dedication Arcanic's got. Dude's a machine. Yeah, that would be my answer, honestly. Would be to claim it yourself. And there is, like, something incredibly special about finding something that rare. Keep in mind, there's only 65 of them. The game's been going over 10 years, and we've only found 65 of them. So, yeah, if you find one, definitely put your stamp on it. It would feel dirty. Well, now, with that attitude, it's a little different. Like, if you honestly don't care at all, like, sure. But if you've got any inkling of an explorer bone in your body, you're gonna want it. Got a couple. Let me see what journal processor has to say about it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 9 Earth-like worlds, which is insulting when you consider the amount of mileage I've got under my belt. But I also don't, like, hard look for them. If I bump into one, great. But I don't search. And I just don't. A sore winner. It does. I do enjoy, like, when we get a couple players out and in our systems out here, all the traffic from the NPCs picks up. It's fun. Sometimes it gets crowded. I know when we were first building out everything up here and we were hitting Andy's system real hard, it was getting clogged up with NPCs and doing the glitch thing where they had, like, all the pads active and you just couldn't land to save your life. Outside of that, though, it is fun to see the traffic. Certainly makes things feel more alive. kind of wish I hadn't looked now. I cannot believe I've only found like 9 or 10 Earthlikes. It's awful. What is my mileage right now? It's a terrible time to look. Let's see if I can get to it before I crash. $8,600 jumps for a total of 60 light years. Not too shabby. I really wish I knew why YouTube defaults to top chat for the streamer. Like, if I'm live and I'm logged into my own account, it should only ever show. Now that I've seen it, it doesn't look like I missed anything, which is good. And I get why they do that from a viewer standpoint, because especially on a busy stream, you know, if you're actually watching the live chat, you can't actually read anything, but I am decidedly not a large streamer. I don't need the latency help. Just let me see what people are saying. Oh, I'll knock it out before we're done. Honestly, I prefer the small streamer life. Let's be real. You actually get to know your viewers. You can have meaningful interactions. Like, I've watched some bigger ones before, and it's just like just watching the chat. Even as a viewer, you don't stand a chance. Like, it's just scrolling. And who wants that? I mean, honestly. It's way more fun to watch a small streamer that's responsive and interacts with chat and stuff. In my opinion. I'm certainly not biased in any way, like by being a small streamer. But yeah, no, Delta, I figured just sitting in voice was gonna take it out of you. When you do get back to streaming, I will certainly jump into voice with you and help take some of the speaking load for you. That's gonna be a rough comeback. It was good to hear from you though. Glad to hear you're doing well. It's not a small recovery at all. I wonder if I can turn those OBS notifications off. I'd really like to know why it disconnects so frequently. It probably disconnects once every 2 minutes. It immediately reconnects without me doing anything, but the pop-up just gets in the way. Yeah, that's fair. Keep in mind, though, you were only in here like 20 or 30 minutes. It's like my my evening walks. I go out, and the joke is, as you know, I walk plenty. I don't need to be outside walking as a mailman, but I do these evening walks with my roommate, and I joke that it's exposure therapy for the heat. Which some days it definitely is. You know, you get in here and get all cozy in the air conditioning and enjoying that, and then you got to go out, and it's 90% humidity and 95 degrees. It's absolutely awful. Oh yeah, I'm sure that would take it out of you. Just even if you weren't talking. Honestly, that might be a good way to go. When you feel like you can sit at the screen for a minute, instead of doing like your normal chat, maybe do like an ASMR stream, like I did that exploration stream. That got a huge number of hits. I mean, I had 70 or 80 viewers at one point, which was absolutely insane. But I wasn't talking and interacting. I literally just set the stream up and played and text chatted a little bit with people that were there. Way lower pressure. That might be a good way to kind of dip your toe back in though when you're ready. Or even if you start and need to kind of back down. I mean, your viewers are awesome. They're going to understand. As evidenced by today's event. Nobody's going to give you crap if you don't get right back on the horse at all. Yeah, honestly, Danny, it was wild. There for a minute, I don't know if YouTube was just pushing Elite or what was going on, but like the 6 p.m. to midnight Eastern window was just popping. Like you could throw up anything on Elite, and I got way more hits back then than I do now. But that one particular stream really took off. I don't know if it was the ASMR tag or what, but people enjoyed it. I should do that again now, just to test it and see if it was a fluke or if YouTube was doing something, or if it honestly was just tagging it the way I did. It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, because Delta, you were getting 100+ viewer hits during that same time. Like I genuinely don't know if it was something YouTube was doing where they were pushing smaller streamers or what. Okay, what do I need now? What can I get, I should say. I still need structural regulators. Need 136. There aren't 136. Oh, that's what happened last time. I couldn't see it because I bought them all. A dumbass. Okay. I thought my cargo hold was full. It wasn't full. I just bought all they had in supply. Honestly, I don't know that I can get anything else here I need. This most take my, It didn't take my last delivery. I'm gonna leave that, I think, until Pedbib gets back. Because it'll be way easier for him to dock and let it update than for me to try and figure out what got missed. And since I don't surface... Port Boreas should have most of what we need. Oh, was it? Okay, it wasn't specific to Elite then. Maybe it was just them pushing smaller channels, which is fine. I mean, I'm totally bother me at all. I wonder why I didn't take that delivery though. Did I just forget to submit it after I had it? I'm actually going to knock out the ones I know I've got. Let's see here. I for sure finished off the aluminum. That was 308. I got the semi and superconductors done. There's 28 of each of those. I think I did. I think I hit cancel instead of delivery. I think that's what happened. And it says we need 136 regulators. I've got 117 on board. Oh, but you know what? That's too many because I delivered I don't know how many. So I'll leave that one off. I'm gonna go ahead and mark the others delivered. We'll, there we go. When I land there next time, I can try and clean it up. Do what to, Danny? Stream? Because that's a ton of fun, honestly. I would encourage anybody who has even the tiniest desire to do so to give it a shot. I mean, it's not that hard. As long as you're a fun, entertaining person, you'll have a good time. I would say I'm fun. Entertaining is certainly up for debate. One of those beauties in the eye of the beer holder kind of things. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I mean, it can be demanding on the machine. I kind of wonder, because OBS it says I've dropped 460 frames. And I'm not transmitting a great bit rate at all, which I don't understand. I've definitely got the connection bandwidth, and I've definitely got the horsepower. Like, I don't know what it's doing. It is kind of a Grom-esque beard. I never thought about that. It is kind of a Grom-esque beard. I never thought about that. Yeah, I can't see the full thing because I'm pledged, but maybe if I dyed it. I never got to see it the right color. I worked in an industry for years where I had to be clean-shaven or could only have a mustache. Hey, welcome back, Pebiv. Well, I kind of goofed because I canceled a delivery instead of hitting deliver, so next time I land, I'm going to have to clean up the Raven thing. But yeah, it's at 81% last time I was there. I'd say another 2 trips, maybe 3. And I need to find a woman that's as excited about this beard as Danny is, because he's got wood for this beard. I actually repledged. I was originally with Zamina for the mining profit bonus, but I switched to Leon Rui right before Distant Worlds. See, that's the entertaining part. You gotta be entertaining. I've been in voice chat with you, dude. I had 100% you could stream. But I totally get needing to get, the equipment set up and everything. Because you do want it to be kind of smooth, if you can. Yeah. I'm not a huge Empire fan. Yeah, that's why I switched to Lee, was the Expo bonus. Especially right before Distant Worlds. And honestly, I did not as well as I wanted to. Because I held my data for, like, the last half of the trip, and I'm only rank 9. I was really hoping to get more ranks out of that, because I've not unlocked prismatics on this account at all. But it's going to be a grind for that. It would be less of a grind if I actually went and did my weekly things, but that sounds like work. Alright, what can we get here that we need? Let's do industrials first. I need 110 ceramics. What do we got under machinery? Nothing. Okay, technology. Can I get what I need here? Some of it. I'm gonna have to go scraping high and low for some of this stuff, I think. Luckily, it looks like Raven will tell me exactly where to go, which is glorious. Don't need fabricators. Okay. Yeah, I thought about doing that. I was doing some rare good runs, but before we left, I got myself up to rank 5. Oh, no shot. It links up and runs an R too? Is that like just the background search function it uses? Because that'd be cool. I'm gonna mark up what I got here, go back over and try and get an accurate count on stuff. And then I think it'll be time to go hunt down the odds and ends. So I've got 110 ceramics on. What else we got? Microcontrollers. 28. 110 robotics. Now that's suspicious. Did I actually also have 110 ceramics, or did I miss a number? No, that's correct. I still don't know if I needed... Oh no, that was regulators, not stabilizers. Okay. Ah, I gotcha. That makes sense, because I guess it did... I did click on the shopping cart earlier, and it was for at that moment. And this thing is so slow. Especially after flying anything else. I mean, even my Caspian's got a little more pep in its step. Too. For a large ship, it handles like a medium. Like it feels to me like I'm flying my Great Phantom when I'm in a Caspian. Which I'm not mad about. Unfortunately, it feels like trying to land a Panther Clipper most of the time, but the Nomad kind of fixes that problem, so I'm not even mad about that anymore. I feel like the ship situation right now is in a really good spot. I still want to instantly give up an extra AFMU if I could put SCO on my DBX or something. Oh, no worries. I appreciate the boost. Although I wasn't really doing it for the views. I guess you guys aren't in the loop, but Delta had surgery. He and his twin brother did a little kidney swap. So we had some folks in the community that wanted to get together and, you know, do something to show support, so we're just building out a system for him. Honestly, he sounded really good earlier for somebody who had what classifies as major surgery, I guess. I kind of wish the Super Cruise Assist would have a narrower band on the blue window, Because I want to come in and land and I throttle back, but not enough for it to not try and keep jerking me back into orbit. Did he steal your sweet roll? Is that what happened there? Yeah, not for distance travel. And now that the Caspian has the ability to stick a Nomad in it, I really don't see the role for the Mandalay anymore. Because that was its big selling point, right? It was a great standalone medium ship explorer that was easy to land and handled everything. But when you can cram everything into a Caspian and have a small fighter that you can land in, I mean, unless you're just against the Caspian as an idea, I don't know that there's a lot of fly mine. Actually, what I'll probably do is it's probably going to end up in a multi-role spot instead of an exploration one. But it still won't get used because that's what my Cobra 5's for. Dude, the Caspian is life. As a distance guy, I love the Caspian. Being able to jump a carrier jumps distance equivalent every single jump, so every 50-ish seconds. Woo! Oh yeah, but Yamix hates everything, to be fair. I mean, I love watching him, but he gets fired up. Yeah, no, I mean, just having one in the garage is worthwhile. That's why most of the rats now are running Caspians, especially on the long-range rescues, because there's just no justification. Light years a run. You know, I mean, what was it, that one I went on with Knight was, what was it, like 40 some odd thousand light years? And we covered it in like an hour and a half. We spent more time trying to figure out how to get to that guy than we did getting to the neighborhood he was in. Which blew my mind. I still don't, like, of all the awkward places to wind up, that was an impeccable spot to find in the galaxy. Alright, so let's just do a quick comparison here. Structural regulators are done, and I have 98 in hold, so I need to mark that delivered. So let's do structural regulators, and say I delivered all 136. That should put us back on track. It says 84%, the game says 85. Did I miss something else? Separators need 28. Furnaces, 164. Okay, that's not on there. Nope, there it is. It's in a different category. 28 on the HE suits. 56. 56. 82. Okay, looks like I got it unscrewed. Outstanding. I mean, Knight eventually got to him. It just took like an hour to find the path in. Such a wild spot, though. Like, I go back and gaze lovingly at that system. Like, it's a gem for sure. I mean, the to get a Caspian good, I mean, honestly, it's just, if you've got the mats to engineer the frameshift drive, that's really all you need to worry about. You can literally engineer the FSD, derate everything else, and still have something that compares to a well-engineered Mandalay. It's just absolutely disgusting. Oh, hey, welcome in, Knight. That was fun, honestly. I mean, I could absolutely amazing experience. And that was the whole reason I got into ratting in the first place. I wanted to do the long-range stuff. So that absolutely tickled me that night. Yeah, honestly, thank God for Discord. Because doing all that through text-based chat would have been a nightmare. I get why we use an IRC instead of Discord, but it's also nice to have a collection where we can jump in and actually communicate real time and still share text and images and stuff easier than uploading it to the Rat Cloud. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. I need to figure out where I'm going. Raven, where am I going? I have a large ship. Okay, apparently I missed it, but I can get the evacuation shelters at Fairhaven, so we'll start there. Because it's in the same system. Fixed. Fixed what? I was really hoping to knock out this settlement, but I don't think I'm going to make it. I could probably push close to 7. Round trip on that rescue was wild. I did something like 115,000 light years. Because we were basically at Rainbow's End. We went to the guy, and then on the way back, I detoured up and over the core again, back into that helium-rich voxel before I beat... I mean, honestly, I think I was kind of burned out before I got to that. To be real. Like, because I did all that running, and I stopped in that helium-rich voxel, and I fully surveyed, like, 40 more systems in there. Something like that. It was a wild time. What burned me out on Distant Worlds was just the pace of it all together. Constant not being able to really stop and smell the roses the way I wanted to. Like, the waypoints on the expedition we're doing this fall are going to be markedly closer together. Like, probably 1,000 to 2,000 light years apart. Because you don't need, like, huge, crazy distances, right? If you're actually exploring, even with a smallish group, you don't need that much ground. And you certainly don't need to cover that much distance, unless you're doing it for a very specific purpose. Otherwise, it's just, you feel like you get, if you got 2 or 3 hour play sessions a week, you spend one of them actually exploring and having fun, and you spend the other 2 hauling ass trying to catch up to the group. It's just not worth it. I had way more fun on the Apollo 14 expedition, and I don't think any of our waypoints were more last one, and that was the bigger ones. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want it to feel like people need to rush. Or if you want to smell the roses in between, I want it to be a situation where you can take maybe an hour of playtime and catch back up without too much trouble. Yeah, no, the pace was insane. And like, Delta and I, we did the Outlander challenge, so our first 23,000 light years were in Sidewinders. Which, don't get me wrong, that was a blast, but it was... I don't even remember. It was something like close to 300 jumps for both of us. We had pretty similar ranges. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we could ferry run back on a carrier. Let's see here. Let's just take a peek. I don't have the green gas giants bookmarked, but I do have the helium gas giants bookmarked. At least I thought I did. I guess it would be under systems, wouldn't it? So this would be the helium gas giant we would likely visit as part of it. Because I really want to stick in this spiral arm here. Because looking at it on EDSM, it's not, and ED Astro, it's not super densely explored. I mean, it's been visited for sure. There's plenty of stuff out there. But I want to hit that. I know we've got a green gas giant over in here somewhere. I just can't remember where. But then I need to go through and pick out some good POIs. And there's lots of good listings for that, so I can kind of plot her out. So I'm thinking maybe what we'll do is start from the Delta Squadron and run out to the green gas giant and then the HGG. That'll kind of give people a good first 2 weeks. And then we can kind of snake our way back down this arm, closing back into the bubble. That's the closing back into the bubble. That's the loose plan. I haven't refined it by any means. Evacuation shelter. Evacuation shelters, which it supposedly has. Sure does. It's got 61 of them. How many did I need? 42? Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, no. I'm not griping at all about Outlander. That was an absolute blast. And I mean, to be totally fair, I made it by like Tuesday, because I turned around on the Caspian, came back out to follow you back in. Okay, Fairhaven's done. Ha Point's got a ton of stuff, so let's go. That's not what I wanted. Stop that. Note to self, click the copy button, not the link it gives you, which is very tiny and right next to it. So we need to jump next door. Elite, stop being elite for like 2 seconds. Thank you. It's like they made a game for joystick players and then wasn't sure how to make it work right for joystick players. No, the POIs on Distant Worlds were pretty lackluster. I mean, to a point, like, where do you draw the line? Like, I feel like we visited a lot of really pretty nebulas, but what are you going to do there other than fly through? Danny, it is Delta. Yep, he's the squad leader. The GGG was fun, yeah. We do need BGS and Ops players. We'd have 1 or 2 people that are really into BGS. Yeah, that was my problem with the nebulas. Like, they were cool, but they were a lot of the same colors. So I'm going to try and comb through. I'm not sure what all's in Sanguinius Rim. I know there's huge listings on Ed Astro and EDSM both of, like, good POIs. So I'm just going to comb through them, spend like 2 weeks hauling ass around in a Caspian checking them out. But I'd also like to get a couple of races in, like, not like DW War, I'm out every week, a new SRV race. And they're fun. But we also had, like, way more coordinated participation. There was usually 30 or 35 of us in an instance doing an SRV race with, you know, Yannick streaming and flying along with the overhead shot. It was a lot of fun. No, 100%. I think it's so screwed up with Trailblazers. Because it used to be you had to actually work to change a system and to get things lined up the way you want. And now you can literally just go in and build something and screw with everything around it. The same thing with Power Play. Like, Power Play was so susceptible to the inflation, because as soon as Trailblazers came out, nobody was fighting for control of a system anymore. Unless they were, you know, one of the few, I can get more points just colonizing, let's do that. And, you know, why not? If they're going to give you a system that easy to abuse, might as well. Oh, I think we'll get 10 to 20 easy, Delta. I'm thinking maybe up towards 30 is kind of what we're going to be looking towards. And I think that's a good number. Like, we did our average daily, well, not daily, but like our average at a given time, and we had a total of like 60 signed up. Where is this place I'm going? Ah, Point. I don't want to FSS all this. Is it a planetary? Hey, look! Andy first mapped it. I love finding that stuff. Okay, it is a planetary port. Oh, this is my system! Oh, wow. Yep, all I had to do was look down the corner. Dumbass. I guess I need to log into my alt and get some work done, because that... Well, I appreciate having you guys along. That'll be fun. At the very least, all the newer players will feel great, knowing that they've got a disproportionate shitload of rats along. I haven't even been, like, tracking the dispatch board. Have we been busy, like, at all? Other than the, like, average, like, what do we get? 7-8 cases a day? I guess I could pull up the stats and look, but that's work and I'm lazy. Yeah, that's true, Delta. That'll give you a good chance to get the alt up and busy. Yeah, I figured. It doesn't... It seems like we only really get a spike when Game Pass comes up or something. And we get that big influx of new people. Dave tracks everything. Dave is he's like me. He's a numbers nerd. I like numbers. They tell stories, but only if you know where to look. Guess I should have been a statistician instead of a mailman. Ah, he's full of crap. We all know what he does. Only a guy who tracks numbers would try to triple overload a Kenworth 963 with logs in Cola. I feel like I caught red-handed. I don't track it, but I got the numbers here. Yeah, that tracks. Pun intended. Yeah, and then roll it. My god, the cleanup. I swear, Lur did like the entirety of Amandra while we were screwing around cleaning up those logs. What a night. So many trucks in that one mud hole. There's Dave. We've summoned the Dave. Track the roof of the truck with mud. That's about right, bud. The only tracks you make at SnowRunner are your footprints out to the tree with a winch line. That's not terrible, though. You guys missed it in my single-player hardcore. I had the P16, the White, and the Fleet Star all rolled over on their side in Drummond Island. I was very upset. I had to spend money to recover things because I literally didn't have anything left that could pull them out. Like 2 log contracts to knock out and the big cargo container recovery. And then I'll be on to Alaska. How? The little wooden bridge going from the gas station towards the logging section on the south side of the map, like if you're going towards the Island Lakes gateway. I flipped the White off of it, tipped it into the other side, like over on its roof, over 90 degrees, and then came down with the Fleet Star and got myself all screwed up. It was a shit show, is what it was. Hands down. I did eventually get it all straightened out, though. I don't feel like we're actually docking. I feel like we're just hanging out. Eh, not totally dissimilar. 24 in the last 24. That's not terrible. I'm sure they came 3 at a time, though. Dave, you should figure out how to incorporate that stuff on the dispatch board, like the last 24 hours basic stats. That would be cool. Alright, Delta. I probably won't still be on. I'm gonna cut before long for my evening walk, and then I'll be doing probably SnowRunner. Just for some variety today. Alright. So there should be a bunch of stuff here. I wish... Can I just collapse? No, I can expand it. Oh, it's because I've got the window. There we go. That'll work. I'm not running Raven on a full browser screen, so the pop-out with where to buy stuff was kind of in the way. Ah, that's good to know. Yeah, I'll have to try doing that. I'm going to finish up this run, though, for sure. Let's see what all I can grab. Computer components. How many of those did I need? 56. And these little ground settlements nickel and dime you to death. Alright, what else? Power cells. Power cells. 56 of those. I should be able to get everything I can get here in one go, at least. Furnaces, are those here? Catalyzers are here. What are those under? Tech. You know, let's do this one category at a time. Catalyzers are not here. You lied to me. Oh, no you didn't. Oh, I see what happened. There's 2 different highlight lists. One for everything I need and one for everything here. So, mineral extractors. And we need 328 of those. Survival equipment. I thought we got the survival equipment. I guess not. Oh, and I need to get rid of those regulators. I don't need to. They're just taking up space. And thermal cooling units. Need 28 of those. So let's close that, set up the delivery. Let's do computer components, 56. Power cells, 56. Extractors, 328. Thermal cooling, 28. I think that was it, wasn't it? Yep, survival equipment. So that, once I land and put it in, we'll leave Sol Chemical at 93%. Perilously close. Let's do it this way. Is this the right system? It's not the right system.
This is Radio Raxla. Your path in the frontier.
Okay, so I have that bookmarked. What do I have it bookmarked as? Oh, it's probably seeing my lead carrier bookmark. Ah, well. Yeah, it's Hot Point. I was dying laughing because I was trying to figure out where it was, looking through planets, and then I finally realized this is my own system. It's Astrids, I just haven't worked on it beyond that little bit I've put down. I'm hoping this week for work goes significantly slower than last week. They set us up to get screwed so hard, and now they've got the nerve to bitch about it. Because earlier in the year, like, some postal sections, like, how do I put this that everyone else in the normal world will understand? So if you're in like a small town and you've got a post office, your carriers are going to work out of that post office. But in a bigger city like Columbus, we have multiple offices around the city, and some of them house multiple zip codes. So like my station is just one zip code, but some of the other stations are 3, 4, 5, up to 10 zip codes. And what they wanted to do is, we used to do our vacation listing by zip code. So however many carriers worked in that zip code, you would have a set number of carriers that could be out on vacation. They calculated what could reasonably be absorbed. Well, this year they said, we want to make it by building instead of by zip code. So like some of the bigger buildings that have 4 or 5 zip codes now, they've got 15 people out on vacation at once, which is fine for them. They lumped us together with the citywide collectors because we had a special unit of like 10 carriers that ran around and got all the blue drop boxes. Well, they lumped us all together, which expanded from us after we'd already finalized the vacation schedule. So now we've got too many people out and not enough people to cover for that proportion. And then to add insult to injury, they just did this big route adjustment where they changed a bunch of routes around and got rid of 4 more carriers. So we're 10 carriers less than we were when we made the vacation schedule. And they felt it last week, for sure. Because we had a bunch of people out on vacation and not nearly enough manpower to cover all the routes. It was disgusting. And the manager was sitting there, you know, because I was the only steward on duty. The chief steward was out on vacation last week. She was one of the people. And he's like, I just don't understand what happened. I said, I understand perfectly. You guys screwed up. Doesn't take a genius. Did I cancel my route? I apparently did. That would explain why I couldn't find it. When our vacation schedule is absolutely stacked to the max. So I don't look for that to really improve anytime soon. Well, it's not some zip codes. It's usually like a portion of a route. The way it generally works is, if you're like getting down to the wire on time, you go run all the packages. And if you have to bring mail back, you start work. So generally how we handle snow, for the record. Like, the route I used to be on before I got bumped, like, I knew it really well, but when you've got 3 feet of snow piled up where people have shoveled their driveways, you don't have a choice but to walk out and around. And it just takes so much more time. You can't get through the route in the same amount of time. And they do, like, hard cap us at 12 hours. Like, we've got systems to manage that and make sure people don't go too long without mail. Assuming we're implementing the systems correctly. In a perfect world, you would get mail every day except for Sunday, and in an almost perfect world, mail would come at minimum every other day. But you introduce management into that, and it all goes out the window. So yeah, it was a busy week, and honestly, I don't think this week's going to be a whole lot less busy. I will say, some of the people we had out on vacation were some of our heavy hitters on the overtime list, so having them back this coming week should help, at least. But I did 12 hours, route and a half of mail every single day this week. And it was honestly exhausting. No. This is way... Look, dude, this is bounded mail I'm hauling right here. I ain't even got to get out of the cockpit. It's way better than the walking I usually do. I will say the new route I got stuck on is a little bit shorter. It's almost a mile shorter every day. Because I was doing like 12 point... It's more than a mile, because I was doing 12.7 on my old route, and it's like 11.3 on this one. It's also flatter. I don't know why the guy bumped me. It was goofy. You couldn't pay me to work for Amazon? In fact, I actively poach Amazon workers when I see them and tell them they should come to the post office where we have unions. I genuinely feel bad for that. Like, I went through orientation for the post office with like 3 people that were Amazon, and the horror stories we heard from them were bordering on grotesque. But you couldn't get me to work for them. Just like I did private security for years, I've run metal detectors. You could not pay me to be a TSA officer. Not a shot. It's bad enough doing it with people in a private business. You could not pay. That's attitude I don't have time for. I'd end up slapping somebody. Nope. Not enough money in the world. I could do what Knight did, though. Like, we've talked a little bit about that. I could handle doing. Oh no, because he was doing checkpoint. Nah. I could probably do Atlas screening, but I couldn't do checkpoint. Not a chance. People are entitled. And if OBS would get out of the way so I could read the question. Dude, we have all kinds of things going on at the post office, so I would say yeah. I mean, people think of mail carriers and window clerks when they think of the post office. But bear in mind, we have like CDL truck drivers that drive facility to facility. We've got maintenance techs. We've got techs, in the IT field, keeping everything running. There are lots of things. I've got a buddy in maintenance. He started changing tires at the VMF. And then he transferred to custodial at a plant. Bear in mind, he had like 20 years of multi-craft maintenance tech experience under his belt. Now he is at the top step for maintenance workers, where he sits at home and does phone support for maintenance guys all over the country that can't figure their shit out. Yeah, no, everyone thinks mailman and window clerk, but I'm telling you, like, if you've got experience with, like, sorting automation and conveyance, that's basically all the mail handling clerks in the plant do. They're making it. So yeah, there's a ton of jobs in many different skill sets. The only thing I would not recommend doing is being a rural carrier, because their union's really weak, and they're kind of like the salary-based mail carriers. But the guys out in the plant that are covered under the APWU and the carriers under NALC for city carriers, it's solid. It's like everywhere else, right? There's X amount of bullshit involved, but it's solid. And you can't beat the retirement. Because you get, you're immediately starting off with a 3-legged retirement stool, because you've got Social Security, you've got your federal pension, and then you also are automatically matched up to 5% on your thrift savings plan, which is either a traditional or a Roth IRA, depending on how you set it up. It's hard to call it for me today, guys. We made it to 89% according to Raven. 97 according to this, so... Oh, get out. Are we really just missing the... No, we're not calling it there. Where's those furnaces at? We're gonna go get them sons of bitches. I can't leave it sitting like that. Show me the furnaces. Cerro Prospect is the closest one. I walk a little bit. Yeah, when I was a peon manager for contract security, I did not understand the purpose behind unions. I thought they were outdated and served no function in modern society. And then I got to somewhere where the management is honest-to-God garbage most of the time, and I get it now. But yeah, just having the simple job protections and stuff, I wholeheartedly recommend a union job. And tech, you guys get abused anyways. Because, the whole perception that the job's not hard because you're sitting in front of a machine all day doing, desk work, but they don't account for the mental workload and the knowledge base you have to get stuff done correctly. Like, I can't code. Yeah, exactly. bonus time. Yeah, that's it right there. Oh, I'll bet. Yeah. No, those late night calls. One of the guys in our Discord, and that I've gamed with for the better part of 10 years now. He did like contracted IT support for a long time, and he hated those calls. Yep, that's exactly what it was for him too, Danny. Hey, our shit's down. Come fix it. He's like, you're 3 hours away, and I have to physically be on site. Come fix it. Okay. I mean, that's why I wasn't super mad about working all the overtime I did this week, because I know for a significant portion of the week, at least 8 hours worth, I was making 200% pay. And I can't be mad at that. Yeah, that's disgusting. Even 30 minutes. Like, I'm driving 45 to an hour to work, and I hate that. I can't imagine doing it, like, on the fly just because you got a pop-off call. I would like to believe it would encourage them to fix their scheduling crap, but I know better. I've watched it happen. They'll just keep paying me. You see all these news articles that we're going broke, and we're not going broke because we don't make enough money on postage and packages. We absolutely do. We waste a lot of money paying out unnecessary overtime and paying for grievances that should never have been an issue to begin with if management just knew the contract and did their job. And it sucks to say it that matter. Where am I going over here? Oh, Cerro Prospect, that's right. See if we can... Oh, it's a space station even. Glory be. And it's layers of incompetence most of the time. Like, we have... the way our overtime works is it's supposed to be equitable. So you put in, like, if you have 20 people and they're all on the overtime desired list, in theory, at the end of the quarter, they should all have an equal amount of overtime over the quarter. And they'll come in, they'll run a day where they run a bunch of us hard, or they'll pick the people they know run routes fast, and they'll just work the crap. The way the contract's written, at the end of the quarter, if somebody was on the list and they weren't utilized correctly, they're going to get paid for work they didn't do. Just because management didn't appropriately schedule things. Like, I did scheduling. I did it for 450 people on $35 million worth of business. It's not that hard. All you have to do is think. But they don't think, they don't plan ahead. They just wait to see how many call-offs they get, and then they panic. I mean, if that's your bag, I guess. I couldn't do it. I could not be that incompetent if I tried. It would bother me. Oh, we're on the wrong side. Let's not fly into the pretty blue planet. Oh, is that an Earth-like? It is. This must be Messy Dragons. I think he's the one that had the Earth-like. Yep, that's Messy Dragons. Dave, that is exactly the statement I use, too. I used to use it on truck drivers at a truck gate. They'd come running, oh, I was supposed to be here 2 hours ago. Well, I mean, then maybe you should have drove like you needed to be here 2 hours ago. The weekends. The only thing I do outside of normal working hours is if I get like a union-based call where somebody needs advice or representation or something. Outside that, it can wait until I'm clocked in. Hell, Saturday night I had a supervisor wanting me to sign off on some information we'd requested, and she unfortunately waited until I could door. So apparently I had mineral extractors and emergency power cells delivered at some point. Unless Draxmus did that, and I just didn't catch it. Yeah, no, he did a fantastic job on this system overall. In my own systems. I mean, clearly I didn't even realize I was in one of my own. That's an interesting way to exist, I guess. And now that I know about Raven, it's so much easier. God, I wish we'd been doing this all along. Can you imagine some of those big, just station after station? How much easier it would have been if we were all using Raven? That was the slowest mail slot entry I think I've ever seen. What? What is happening? Otto fell asleep at the wheel, apparently. Guess that shouldn't shock me. Oh no, 100%. I'm loving Raven. I've just, honestly, like, I knew it was there and I was just too lazy to set up using it. Or at least I thought I was. It's apparently not that much setup. Alright, we need, what? 164 of these bad boys. Yeah, it's been a rough day for Otto. For sure. That's alright. He's only got to behave one more time. I'm not waiting on Otto. I can't believe I didn't scrape something there. That was smooth, though. Yeah, no, I kind of figured it had the slots. Every system planner I've looked at has required at least that much effort. But honestly, like, if you've only got to do that once per system as the architect and everything after that is just butter like that, and all you've got to do is land and say, I'm here, pull the stats, hands down, that's the easiest way to do things. Now, I was griping about that earlier, Danny. It defaults. YouTube always defaults to top chat. And I get it. For big streamers, you almost want that, because it's scrolling by so fast. If you're not just looking at your top chat, you're going to miss a bunch of stuff. But every time I start a stream, I have to go over and remember. I have a plugin that automatically does it. I just need to update the plugin. Because I use HyperChat Firefox extension to help solve some of that. Oh, you didn't see Dave in there? Well, he's only sent one message, or two messages, so he wouldn't have been in the top chat. It's an awful feature, though. I really wish they'd fix that. Either default it to live chat instead of top, or give me the option to pick what I want it to default to. But don't just always stick me with top chat, because as a small streamer, that's of no use to me. All it does is cause people to get missed. Ah, no worries, Dark Matter. No big deal, brother. We just be hauling. as it appears on my dashboard. I still can't believe all the cockpit space in a Panther Clipper. And I can't get Delta in one word in one place. You had to self-destruct. I'm right here, brother. I would have brought you fuel, damn. Could also call the fuel rats. They'll bring you fuel. Any questions? I love that tagline. I don't... Well, I do know who came up with it, but... still genius. Let's see, that's 2... 1, 2, 3, 4... Technically, there's 5 rats here right now. That's right, Dave. It's a sad, sad day. Now, Xbox been popping, huh? Got it set up for PC Elite too. There you go, Dark Matter. That's the proper way to handle being out of fuel. As I overshoot the settlement I'm trying to land at. Yeah, I know. But, like, this is... I've been on twice this week. Once to screw around for 30 minutes with a Nomad, and today for just long enough to haul stuff for Delta. And I don't want to, like, just be active. I need to, like, be actively playing for a week or two. Little control things you go through when you haven't played for a minute and you're pressing the wrong buttons and stuff. That would do nothing but hamper a rescue or a drill. "60 kilometers, man, I beefed that hard." Yeah, honestly, what I should have done is corkscrewed better. I just was talking and not paying attention. I can tell you how I'm going to solve it. Not quite far enough. That's alright, we'll slow boat it the rest of the way. Yeah, no, when I held it. I've seen Delta slow boat it from 90 kilometers, so I don't feel bad about 30. I will say, I'm glad that this has got a much better capacitor than my Caspian. I really went to the wire on the Caspian's distributor, so I get like 1 boost every 17 seconds or something. Yeah, no, I mean, let's be honest, this is just a chance for me to chat with you guys and not worry about flying into something for 30 or 40 seconds. I should really move my chat down to that screen. It's way less distracting when I look down than when I look over. One of these days. It's a smaller screen, so it's usually where Discord lives. Whereas the two mains are equal size. On the baseline. Well, I'm gonna take my evening walk before I roll any trucks, but I will be there this evening. I would guess about 9 o'clock. Where I splurged on my Caspian Pebiv was on the fuel rat supplies. That's where I gave up range. Because I've got, like, 2 Fuel Olympic controllers. Actually, no, I think right now I've got a rescue controller. Because I was outfitted for DW. And then I've got a Class 3 healing beam on top. Yeah, honestly, Danny, at this point, most of my ships are fuel rat. I do not usually play an open, Dave. Other Dave, because there's another Dave in here. We'll call you Other Dave for now. Now, I usually play in our private group, just because it's peaceful there. I'm not opposed to open, I just, most of the time, it doesn't suit me to be there. There we go. We knocked one out. Open can be fun. I won't say it's not. I'm just selective about when I play in open. Because most of the group I play with here play in the same private group, so it just works for us. No worry, Pebiv. Glad to jump in and do this. I think we're going to earlier, but I'll go ahead and repeat it for the time being, while Delta's kind of out of commission. I'm going to try and be a little more active, get some more elite streams up. Just so we've got somewhere to, you know, coalesce and hang out through the week, other than just Discord. I mean, obviously, definitely hang out in Discord. Yeah, that's the other reason I don't do open. I absolutely despise just gankers. Like, I don't like PvP play. Never have. Not in this game or pretty much any other game. I've always been a PvE kind of guy. But if you're not in the Discord and you guys want to jump in, there is the link to Delta's Discord. I spend most of my time hanging out in there. And for anybody that would be interested in joining the squadron or playing in our private group, there is the information on that. The only rule for the private group is no non-consensual PvP. As long as there's no seal clubbing involved. But that's going to wrap it up for me today, guys. We'll see you guys next week, probably the same time. I'll probably just shoot for 5 p.m. Eastern on Sundays while Delta kind of gets back in the saddle. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Make sure you hit like and subscribe on the way out the door there. And we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for hanging. Yeah, don't forget to hit the bell if you really want to watch more of this hot mess.